incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium.
Up this magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, daylight lights, camera action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When I've been up is magic, with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me When I've been up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all. Honey, y'all, dash, yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous.
Well, it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Ready. Yellow Wadey. Let's go, D. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight.
Check, check, check.
We got 4. We got 4.
Miles Sanders first carry of the game. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hey, pick your game up.
Here's Breeze. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. Watkins, the intended receiver. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Line 54.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
49. Check 49. Check 49.
Fight.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Look, squeeze. No.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down.
Run.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kareem Hunt with another touchdown, number 24 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They fake the give. Here's Breeze. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. And this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
45.
It's our time. It's our time.
Throwing on third down, Newton. He finds Beckham, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. Newton on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Throwing on second down, Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
53's the mic. 53.
Now Breeze on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So Breeze is going to stay out there, and they're going to go for this on fourth down. And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. First and 10. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
I'm coming. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. Check 2.
On second down, it's Hunt, and there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Hey, high 7.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike.
80 weapons.
All day. I'm here all day.
Get it.
On third down, it's Stick. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Muhammad Wilkerson with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. On fourth down, on is the punter, Colby Wadman. Back deep, Isaiah McKenzie. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
Let's go, boys, bring it on. Their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up first and 10. Space to maneuver at the 40. And gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. Bree's going to throw. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's second and 11. Breeze now. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 27 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Ready. 5-9. Check. 5-9. 3 buzz.
Play action. Breeze. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Incomplete. Desmond Trufant on the coverage.
Ready.
From the 21, it's second and 10.
We go. 45. Come on.
Now Breeze. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Sammy Watkins, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gano the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 24-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Ricky. Leo. Flare. Whip. Watch him down.
They'll run it here with Hunt. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Down. 18 Gator. Yeah, let's get that ball. Blue draw quarter. Check.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
On third down, here's Hunt. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vic Beasley in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it.
Check 20.
From the gun on third down, Breeze. And the pressure gets to him again. Vic Beasley in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission. That's their challenge. And you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now. Win the game.
On second down now, it's Hunt. And he's got some space here. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. A big run by Kareem Hunt, 62 yards. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
2nd and 7 at the Panthers' 12-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Hunt. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That second down play nets a -4. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Right there. 54.
Hey, exit.
54 Mike.
Now Stick. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now Anderson. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
20. Get it, boy. 8.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24, Newton. He sets to fire deep. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
All day.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Falcons push further out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Opposite. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Shotgun now for Breeze. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arms. Strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
It's second down and 10.
And that'll set them back 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Watch the slant. Under 10, under 10, 10. You go 21, 21. You kill.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Check twist.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had. Now Breeze lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. Check 99, check 99.
Check. Hey, wahoo.
Mike 5-4.
General West. Check, get it.
Here's Stick on 1st and 10. Got his man, that's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he is out of bounds up past the 10. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Go. 15 run. 15 run. Watch the move.
1st and 10, Stick. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Here we go.
61, matchbox lights. Now.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10.
22 jet bomber. Ready.
Stick looking to throw on 1st and 10. Caught by Jones. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
Pull it high.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Go.
Twist. Big edge.
Go.
They'll throw now on the final play. This complete to Jones. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee you he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Hunt. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. On first down, Hunt. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Here we go.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Ready.
52's the mic, boys. 52.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9.
Devin McCourty on the tackle. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 9.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. This is Hunt. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there. Of course you're going to give it to him.
On the run, this is Hunt. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
On 2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield is Hunt.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. 36, 36.
They get it to him running left. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kareem Hunt, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Falcons push further out in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he finds a man. It's Olsen. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
12. Check, 45's the mic. Check, 45. Good on.
On first and 10, here's Breeze. Then his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tack McKinley in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Breeze now to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Vic Beasley in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season.
45.
On third and long, it's Breeze. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 26. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Ready.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Kill. Check three. 36. Hey, orbit.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that, because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Kill. 31. Hey, check Mike. 21.
Here's Breeze. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Breeze. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. The Panthers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 19. Throwing now is Breeze. He's got his man Sharp complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Breeze now on 1st down. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Silver.
They run again with Hunt. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A gain of 3, 2nd down. They'll run again with Hunt. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. The Falcons on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Jones has it. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, sometimes it doesn't appear like much. The out route can be very dangerous when you throw it to a guy like Julio Jones. If you try and undercut it, he can turn into a big play. But the reason he's able to get it so often is because of his ability to push people deep, and they have to respect that.
He's checking crash.
Shift. Look at me. Door.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to...
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we made one more play, could have had our shutout.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Tighten up.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hunt, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Sam off.
On 3rd down, Hunt, open space inside the 10, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
One of the fun parts about working with you is that we've learned that there are different ways to do things than the way we were brought up to do them. This is